Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. I want to say a very warm welcome if this is your first time to the channel. And I want to say a massive thank you to all of the support through the members and the Patreons. It really does make a big difference. So without further ado, let's go onto the Warhammer community website right here and look at the news. I didn't have a news and pre-order video last weekend. I was working both days of the weekend, so that was why. If we just go back in time though, to the 5th, I think it would be, of August. Even we can go back further actually, through the week before then. So possibly the 29th or so, when you could pre-order the Warcry and the Warbands. So, and these mats I think I covered on that Sunday. We had a look at the pre-orders for last weekend, which included the Cerastus Night Lancer. It did sell out quite quickly on the third-party seller websites, but you could still pick it up from Games Workshop directly for I think £120, which is almost £80 cheaper than getting the resin one, and they're going to be very, very similar. I think this one actually includes a pilot in there. You've got the Warhammer Underworld's Word Hollow with Skabbik's Plague Pack. You had a Paths of Prophecy card pack and Ironhead Squat Prospector's Claim Jumper. And Black Library had all these awesome looking editions of The Fall of Cadia Mega Edition. Then we had a Legions Imperialis Core Concepts. We had a Vanguard for Seraphon, which I will be picking up. I like the look of this. It's my chance to be able to pick up a Saurus Allblood on Carnosaur, as well as another set of Saurus Warriors and a set of Croxigors. So this is, I will be picking up this one. I'll probably build it like this. I think that's a Saurus Allblood, I think. So just to match the Saurus Warriors. Then there was a rumour engine for the 1st of August. I'm not sure. I'm thinking more... It's an odd one. Could be Blood Bowl. Could be Age of Sigmar. You've got this organised play games and win prizes at your local store. So this is organised play, and then you get like a little store champion trophy thing. That looks quite cool. And then you've got participating stores. You've got a Warhammer Underworld's How to Scramble Skabbik's Plague Pack to the top. You've got Dan Abner interview, How I Finished the End of the Death. Didn't already know, there will be 3 volumes. I kind of thought there would. It'd be odd just to have the 2. But yeah, you've got End of the Death Volume 1, Volume 2, and then Volume 3. That's the artwork for Volume 2. And the artwork for Volume 3 has been announced, and that's further up in these articles. You've got Astra Militarum versus Death Guard 2000 point 10th edition showdown. You get a closer look at the Legiones Astartes in Legions Imperialis. 40 years of Warhammer. The first Loyalist Primarch in Warhammer 40,000. You've got Let the Galaxy Burn with Joy Toy. And here we go. Look at these. Oh, wow. It's crazy. Look at that. Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game Designers Commentary, and then Night Lancers brings Spearhead Tactics to Warhammer 40,000. It's quite a cool article there, showcasing the Lancer and its rules. and how you can use these other Imperial Knights. You've got the fire support and remote control bombs for Solar Auxilia. The Forge World pre-orders. So this was last week. So the Ironhead Squat Prospector and Claim Jumper. More tactics for the Night Lancers, Skabbik's playback again, and Cities of Sigmar, the entire magnificent range revealed. Now this looked incredible. Nice video as well. That looks great. I like this sort of skeleton on the back. And then this great cannon. Been very impressed with these cities. And look at this dragon thing. I mean, wow. Yeah. They look so cool. And look at this with the plague sort of mask and things. Look at that armor. That just looks... And this... Yeah. These look at that knight. That looks brilliant. It's so cool. It's... Yeah, and obviously the griffin type creature thing. Manticore, whatever it is. Cities of Sigmar. I'll definitely be picking these up for the channel. Then you've got Return to Gur with the 3 months coin and miniature. The miniature is... Did you just pick? Did you pick one of those? Maybe? Black Library pre-orders. So this was last weekend. So you could pre-order Fall of Cadia, mega limited edition. Yeah, it looked so cool. It did sell out. You got a map, you got dog tags, you got medals, all kinds of things. And there are a few other books as well. Of course, on the same day, you had the pre-orders for, the Cerastus Night Lancer, which I will be unboxing and reviewing on the channel very soon. I think the unbox will be later on today, and I'll also be starting to build it later on today. Skabbik's Plague Pack for pre-order as well. And then next week, so this was obviously Sunday of last week, so this is what we can pre-order today. You've got to get off the road, made to order, so that'll be on the store soon. Blood Bowl, Bile Rot, Vomit Flesh, and the White Dwarf, and then Black Library, you've got Realm Slayer and Godsbane by Dale Lucas. Then the very next day, I think this is on the Monday, you got White Dwarf issue 491. We're getting close to that issue 500. You've got a look at close look at Solar Auxilia, Cities of Sigmar. Who or what exactly are Gargoylians? These are the Gargoylians. Look at these. Yeah, they look fantastic. I like them. You got the Rumour Engine, 8th of August, so a few days ago. That looks like some part of a scenic base. Maybe Age of Sigmar, I think, with those skeletons and the armour. You've got a balanced data slate for Kill Team. You've got Total War Warhammer 3, Corrupt, Coerce and Concoct with the Shadows of Change DLC. So you've got the Changeling, One Bow, Mother Sankia, even. So yeah, so a load of changes and things for Warhammer Total War. Cities of Sigmar, bring your stronghold with the Castellite formation. You got the Black Talons strike out into the Age of Sigmar with precision and ferocity. You got the End of the Death Volume 3. This is the cover. It's right here. I mean, you've got the first one where there's the Emperor on the Golden Throne. It's not a spoiler, it's just, what that image shows. You've got the second one, him having a slight disagreement with Sanguinius. And then you've got the third one, him having a slight disagreement with the Emperor. Although it almost, in a way, looks like Horus is huge and is kind of picking up the Emperor there. But, yeah, it's just hard to beat the original Emperor versus Horus, with Sanguinius laying down artwork, if you've seen that artwork. Enter the Lair of the Fellworm with a custom scenario. 40,000 Meta Watch. And then this was interesting news. the Arvis Lighter returns. We just know it's going to be quite expensive. That's the thing. It's not going to return in plastic, unfortunately. It's going to return in resin. They do kind of push the fact that it can hold 12 Space Marines, it says. But it's very weak armor. Doesn't have a single weapon as point defense at all. So, yeah. I think it's a fun vehicle for like assassins and Imperial agents and things. I'm definitely going to get one, maybe two. So you will see this on the channel at some point. I think I'll probably get one for like my Inquisition assassins, and then I'll probably get one as like a, I don't know, like some kind of backup vehicle thing for sisters or for maybe Space Marines. But the thing is, like, I've got 2 Thunderhawks and a Stormbird, so my Space Marine captains and Force commanders and things have some, good rides, I guess. But maybe for like a stealth operation where, you don't need a massive Thunderhawk screaming into the battlefield or something, but then you just use a Storm Raven or Storm Eagle. But anyway, you've got to tour the cities of Sigmar. You've got a free Warhammer Plus content. You get a taste of what's on offer. They keep doing this quite a few times, don't they? Warhammer Plus. I wonder if their subscriber counts have dropped compared to last year. You've got Forge World pre-orders, the Pestilent Prince of Blood Bowl. You've got Hammer Hall Herald, and then you've got check out the exquisite Adeptus Sororitas army, and that's it for the news. So I've covered sort of 2 weeks or so worth of news there. This is what happens when I'm unable to cover it on that week. I have to catch up a little bit. So let's go on over to Forge World and have a look at the pre-orders. So right here, you've got a look at Lord of the Rings, Get Off the Road. It's on the very first page. So if we go to new and pre-orders, it is Bar Rot Vomit Flesh, £23. Sorry if you're having your breakfast or your lunch or whatever while you're watching this, but can't change the name of this thing. But I like the little Nurgling on his shoulder that's also wearing a helmet and a little cape. It looks like you can't really see the cape very well, but you can just see a little bit of orange on the back, and I think he is wearing a cape. So yeah, so this is a star player for your Nurgle teams. And then you've got the Get Off the Road, which is £65, not too bad. I was expecting sort of 80, maybe 100 for this. This will be quite a nice collector's piece, and more than that, you can use the Ring Wraith, I guess, in your games maybe. So I like how it's all modular, and then you can detach all these. Forge World are fantastic for doing that for the Primarchs. With the dioramas, and now they've done that for this, because they could have just released a model like that, a big chunk of resin, maybe have these hobbits as maybe have the fellowship as separate, but they didn't. They chose to make these separate parts, which is fantastic. Yeah, £65, not too bad. Obviously, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, that'll be right up your street. And it's great to see that Forge World are bringing new models for the range. It's if only they could do that for Titans. So the only thing left is to go on to Games Workshop and have a look at the pre-orders. At present, I might as well just look at the pre-orders from last week, and then we'll move over to the ones for this week. So these were the books, all paperback. They're now £10 paperbacks. Yeah, I still think they should be sort of £6, maybe £7 at a push. But yeah, £10. This paperback's actually 15 as well. You got the Stegodon Chief. Not quite sure. I think that came back into stock. Look at the gaps in the sprue there. Crazy. I probably will be picking one of those at some point though. But yeah, you had the Warhammer Underworld's Word Hollow Scabix Plague Pack. You had the Get Off the Road is you can buy it from Forge World or Games Workshop. The thing is if you buy it from Games Workshop, you'll get your free shipping, because I think they changed it to, I want to say £40. They definitely changed it from 20. Yeah, there was a time when you only had to spend like £20. I think that was during the pandemic. It was £20. You got free shipping, and now they've changed it to 40, which is annoying. But Forge World, I think you have to spend 75. So it's clearly worth you just getting it from Games Workshop for the free shipping. The Cerastus Night Lancer, £120. I was expecting about that price. It would have been great if it was like 110, considering it's probably got similar number of parts as a normal Knight, but these parts are longer. And the model is taller, and they kind of go for that. It does mean that it's £10 more than a Knight Castellan. So there is that. So what we'll do is we'll return back at the time that there are more pre-orders, and we'll have a look at those. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's web store. On the first page, they would make you believe that they are selling a load of Astra Militarum brand new, but they're not. So that's a bit of an odd choice of banner there. I mean, it is just an advert for the full range. So if you click there, it'll take you to, I don't even think it takes you to, there you go. It takes you to this. And then you can have a look at those. I think it's to coincide with the books. But if we click on new and exclusive, and we go to pre-orders, high to low, and view all, we'll see all of these. Now, of course, there are a few that were last week up for pre-order. The Fall of Cadia Mega Limited Edition, I think that was last week. Could have been even the week before. But that is no longer available. That sold out quite quick. It is currently selling at about £150, £165 on eBay at the moment, and there are plenty of listings. Even not £220 there. Plenty of listings. Look at all that. You got 2 pages full of £200 listings for those. You've got Get Off the Road, £65. You've got Realm Slayer, Legend of the Doom Seeker limited edition, £45. You can pre-order this. No, you can't pre-order it. Sorry, it sold out within about 5 minutes. So this is it is most likely up on eBay already for about £110 from 45. So there you go. Have fun with that. And then we have the Stegodon from, I think, the other week. Same for the Warhammer Underworld. Same for the Warhammer Underworld's Word Hollow. The books and the pack of cards, and the For Glory and Honor paperback, Carskin paperback. But this is a new release for today. £10 for this Godsbane paperback book, and £10 for Longshot. That's also in paperback, and then White Dwarf. So really, this weekend, all we had to pre-order was the Realm Slayer, which sold out within 5 minutes, and 2 paperback books and a White Dwarf. It really is quite lackluster, and if anything, it really supports my stance on staggering releases. There will be a weekend at some point within the next few weeks where Games Workshop will release every single Tyranid new release on one day, and that's and the reason why I'm predicting this is because they've done it before and they'll do it again. And when you look at it, they could have just released one new Tyranid model this week instead of literally 3 books in a magazine. But there you go. That's just my thoughts on it. Very quiet weekend. It was a bit of a quiet weekend for the past 2 weekends, really. And I think all of a sudden we're going to get a massive release of new stuff all at once. But anyway, what do you guys think of the news and all of the pre-orders and things today? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I will be unboxing and reviewing the Cerastus Knight very, very soon. So stay tuned to the channel. Stay subscribed if you haven't already. It does help the channel out, and it gets me closer to the milestones of giving away free stuff. I've given away quite a few free things over the years, and I typically give them away at milestones. So I would like to give something away at 50,000, and I'm definitely going to give something away at 100,000. But I can't get there without you guys subscribing, so it does help. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.